Hello out there, good people of YouTube, and welcome. I'm going to do a reading now for you, so grab a cup of tea, a glass of wine, whatever you like. I'm going to bring through now someone's ancestor or loved one who has crossed over. Already have somebody coming through. They're just queuing up now. Oops, thank you. And if you would please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm just getting started here on YouTube, so that means a lot to me, but it really is meaningful to the people who this message is meant for, because that means YouTube will push the message out to a broader audience and it can reach the people who this message is for. So thank you very much for doing that. Wow, this deck, it doesn't usually pop this way, and I'm delighted that it is, so bear with me while I pull some cards here. I already have somebody coming through who was a female jeweler, and she's making that distinction. I think in today's day and age we wouldn't think that was such an important distinction, but apparently in her generation it was. And she's showing herself to me at a point when she was probably in her late 40s, maybe 50. She has a medium length blonde hair, but I think it's dyed, so I don't know that she was a natural blonde. She loved jewelry. She started out because her hobby was like, she loved collecting costume jewelry and that sort of thing, and she didn't get into being an official jeweler or making custom jewelry until a little bit later than most people find their career path. But she loved it so much, and so I'm just a second, I'm listening. Okay. Anyway, she decided to do this professionally, and I believe someone in her family, I don't know that this was her parents, but it could have been an uncle, but somebody owned a jewelry store, was a jeweler, and so she went to him and told him this was her dream, and she wanted to learn to be a jeweler, and that's how she became one. This family member taught her, and then she became quite good at it, and she had a bit of a following in the local community anyway. I'm not saying she was anyone particularly famous, but people in this community knew of her, and it feels like somewhere up north, you know, maybe someone somewhere in a New York State, somewhere perhaps, somewhere up north. Let me look at the cards here now. Yeah, she said it was hard for her. It was harder than she anticipated, the path to become a jeweler. She said, you wouldn't think all those pretty baubles would require so much expertise, but they do. That's interesting. Yeah, so she really had to challenge herself. Yeah, it was a mental challenge for her, because I think at the time she was also juggling family, and maybe her husband, who was a little bit more traditional and wanted her to stay at home and just raise the kids. In fact, that's a big part of this message I'm getting. She kind of bucked the system, so to speak, or the tradition is a better word. Maybe this was just in her own family, but she, one second please. Sorry, I had to cough, didn't want to do that in your ear. But in her family anyway, or this man that she was married to, it went against the norm, so to speak. And so for her to become a professional, and particularly something as specific as this, went against the grain a bit. But after the fact, I think after a while, he was okay with it, and then he started to realize, I think when he heard other people's comments about her jewelry and so forth, then he became a convert. Then he sang her praises, and he talked about what, you know, how inventive she was, and creative in her jewelry making and that sort of thing. So he saw the light. He had an epiphany along the way, let's say. And part of that was that he saw how very, very happy that it made her. She was just a different person when she started doing this than she was before. She just had this inner light that began to shine once she became started exploring this profession, and the light within her just started to shine more and more and more, and she was happier, and that of course spilled out onto everyone who knew her and her client. Apparently she was just really loved by these people in this community that that knew her. They're saying to the point where the gentleman who actually taught her this profession, it was his shop, kind of put him paled in comparison with her, because people would come in and ask for her, which is rather sweet. Okay, and now she's talking about her family. I believe she had 2 children, a boy and a girl. And the message, and I don't know why I'm just keep shuffling, because they're just telling me to shuffle. But the message, there we go, there's some, is for the daughter in particular that is struggling. The daughter is struggling with a similar path, a similar challenge rather, that the mother had. The daughter wants to have a career, let me put it like that. But I think the daughter now has children. I believe the daughter now has 2 young children, and she's feeling trapped. She's feeling like, I'm never going to get out of here. I'm never going to see my dreams come true. All I can do, and a lot of young mothers feel this way. I remember feeling this way. I didn't resent my kids at all, not for 1 second. But there were days when it was hard, I felt like, well, all I do is wipe noses and change diapers, and you just feel like that's your whole life for a period, and that, you don't have any other contribution to the world, which, of course, is not true when you actually are raising beautiful children. But you can understand what I'm saying. You can easily get down that mental rabbit hole, and I feel like that's where her daughter is, and she wants her to know that that certainly, first of all, is not the case. And she keeps saying, look at me, look at me, look what I did, even before women were so liberated and could do, and have the opportunities that you have now. Of course you can. This is just temporary. This is going to turn around. That you're about to have an opportunity. This feels like what I'm feeling here with this, and I forget, y'all can't see those cards. Let me hold all this. So we have the Page of Swords, 9 of Swords, and now the Ace of Pentacles. And again, for those of you who haven't heard me say this, I don't interpret the cards literally like you would in a tarot love reading. These are just cards that help tell the picture and help connect me to the energy of the family. So don't take the meanings of the cards literally and try to apply them. That doesn't necessarily work in this situation. But she's telling me that to comfort you, the daughter, because you're about to have an opportunity. There's something coming your way. It's kind of a dream come true for you. In fact, to the point that you may dismiss it. She's saying, you may dismiss this because you think it's too good to be true. That you have an idea about something. You have there's some idea, a business thing or an invention or a path that you want to take or something you want to do and explore that is of interest to you, that you're going to think it's either too simple, or nobody would ever believe this, this is too easy, or it's too, I can't really put it into words, but you're going to, it's something that you could overlook and think it's nothing and dismiss it when it's exactly what you, she's saying you should pursue. So be mindful of that. Yeah, and don't get it, and don't get in your head about it. Don't overthink it. Do not overthink this, she's telling you, because it's, it's exactly the thing that is very likely going to liberate you. But she's also saying there will be people who maybe try to, what's the word? I'm going to say lead you astray. Those are the words she's given me. There'll be people who will try to tell you this idea is nothing, or tell you this path that you want to go down will not succeed. And she's bringing me back over here to her own journey. She had to persevere. She encountered a lot of people who told her that too. And she persevered through that. And she's telling you, you may very well be faced with this same type of resistance, is the word she's using. So don't let that get to you. That if you pursue this dream of yours, this opportunity that's coming to you, it will be your Nine of Cups. It will be your wishes fulfilled. Let me put this down. Yeah, that you're going to fall in love with it, whatever this thing is, but you have to give it a chance. You have to be, again, she's bringing me back to this Ace of Pentacles, and that it's going to seem so good, too good to be true, right? And this may be something that she's saying comes out of your being a mother. This is one of those turning lemons into lemonade. It may be something that comes out of this this depression or oppression, or feeling like you're not contributing, that this mental space you've been in as a mother. It may be something that comes out of that. For example, you could start a blog post, for example, encouraging young mothers in something, it could be something like that. It could be you start a jobs source site for mothers who work, so that they can balance their children with having income. It may be something like that, but it's going to be very well received, and the more you get into it, the more you're going to fall in love with it. And you're going to find, she knows that you're concerned about balancing, because you're a good mother. She's recognizing and acknowledging that. You're a very, very good mother, and she's saying, don't worry, it'll be a little bit challenging in the beginning, but you will find balance. You will find balance between making this dream come true and your own family life. Yeah, and here's another card of balance. Temperance is about balancing, but with the divine. And okay, thank you. She's saying, yeah, but because this idea, this opportunity that's coming to you is from the divine. It's not just your own head. Listen to your intuition. This is a divine inspiration, and it's going to help other people. It's not just about you and your passion. It's going to help other people. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. So be strong. And I'm barely being drawn to two things on this card. If you'll notice, and this is the Light Seer deck, the face is half lion and half woman. And this can mean a lot of different things, but in the context of this reading, she's saying sometimes you have to be sometimes you have to be a woman. This is how you're going to feel, and sometimes you're going to have to be this lion. You're going to have to be fierce to pursue your passion, which now I'm drawn to this heart necklace around her neck. To pursue this passion, you need to step up, and sometimes you have to be that lion to follow your own dreams. And when you do, your dreams come true. Don't believe that it's illusion. Ten of Cups can be sometimes too good to be true. Again, we're back to that statement, too good to be true. She's saying, don't think it's too good to be true. There are things, what is she saying? Oh, yeah, she's just bringing me back to that. These naysayers that will tell you it's too good to be true. Let them believe what they believe. You're not responsible for what other people think or feel or believe. We're only responsible for what we think and feel and believe. So she's saying don't buy into the fact that this is an illusion and it's too good to be true. But also, again, back to that Ace of Pentacles, she doesn't want you to miss this opportunity. Yep. She doesn't want you to, and she's saying you're at the end, you're at the very end of feeling this oppression, that you're about to get an inspiration, because I'm being drawn immediately. When I said that, this card bounced right off the energy of this Ace of Wands. Oops, sorry, I knocked the camera, so sorry. Bounced off this Eight of Swords, that you're about to get an epiphany. This idea is coming to you, and right back to this Ace of Pentacles. You're about to become inspired. You're at the end of the struggle. You're about to put down these wands. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is there anything else, Spirit? Okay, they want me to shuffle just one more time, maybe. Anything else? Maybe a message. Is there anything for the Sun? Okay. She said, well, he's not going to watch this video anyway. He doesn't like this kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. I have one of those too. Well, actually, maybe more than one, but whatever, you know. She's a feisty little gal. I like her. She's feisty. She's feisty. She had to be, didn't she? Okay. Can you believe that? And you saw me shuffling. You saw me shuffling, right? And these two cards, this was the card that was underneath the Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Fight for this thing. You're at the end of the struggle. Fight for it. It's coming your way. Stand your ground about your beliefs and what you want in your dreams. You're about to be able to put these Ten of Wands down and go after your dreams. That's, let me just put those down there. That's the message. And when you do, look at this, the Nine of Pentacles. This is the, to me, this is the, well, I can't talk. Mercury's retrograde. This is the minor arcana version of the Empress to me, this card, the Nine of Pentacles. And she's saying once you stand your ground about your dreams, that's when they're going to start to manifest. That's when things are going to start to turn around in your favor. You're going to have everything you need. You're going to get the support of the universe, and you're going to start, and she's saying very specifically, you're going to start making money. So just hold on to your dreams there. Yeah, I love this. I love this. Keeps going. Hang on to your dreams. Your dreams are coming true. Just keep working on it. Just keep putting in the time. Learn your craft. Learn your skill. Keep putting in the time, and it will come true. Don't pay attention to naysayers and people. You may have some competition along the way. You know, minor conflicts, minor arcana. Don't worry about it. It's not a thing. You know, don't worry about it. Don't give any credit to those naysayers. And I believe that is it. She's pulling her energy back. She's saying, I do send my love to both my children and my son. She's telling you, the daughter, to give a hug to the son. And now she's pulled her energy back. So that's the end of that message. Please, again, like the video so that you too will show it to more people, and this can reach the family that it was meant for. I'm very grateful for all of you spending your time watching my video. And I look forward to reading for you again. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you if you subscribe. I appreciate you all so much. And I wish you all many blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.